An eminent professor of law, Sagay, SAN, on Wednesday urged President Muhammadu Buhari not to participate in today's All Progressives Congress APC National Executive Committee NEC meeting called by Victor Gyadom. He said Gyadom had no right to summon the meeting because a deputy national secretary is not in line to succeed the national chairman. Besides, Sagay, who chairs the Presidential Advisory Committee Against Corruption PACAC, said the ex parte order Gyadom is relying on to claim acting chairmanship had since lapsed. He said, "I'm stunned by this turn of events. How can a deputy national secretary have the ambition to be the chairman of a party when you have deputy chairman and vice chairman? That is why it is absurd. It does not make sense. His position makes it impossible for him to be the acting national chairman. Second, he is relying on an ex parte order in which he alone was present and the court gave him an interim order in March. This order lasts for 14 days. It turns up in June to say it has been extended, something that is dead. That does not exist and has elapsed and has lapsed. That is the second absurdity. If he had applied for a fresh order, that would have been different. When I heard of the developments, I was stunned into silence. I'm so stunned as to how much a person could be given legitimacy at the highest level. The legal advice the president got is mischievous in the extreme because there is no court order or to extend since it does not exist. It died 2 weeks after it was made. The line of succession of the chairman cannot come from the secretary. So the whole thing is absurdity. I always hear of the theater of this absurd, but this is one of the worst I've ever heard of. Asked if he would advise the president to reconsider his position, Sagay said, "That is my view. And as someone pointed out, 7 days notice is needed for such a meeting. Only 3 days have been given. So I would advise the president to step back from this matter and not participate in it." For Ķñøçķś, SAN, it was essentially a political matter and the president had taken a decision in furtherance of what he felt was in his best interest. The president is opting to recognize somebody is also acting in his own best interest. It is not strictly a legal matter. It is all politics. If you go to a third court, don't be surprised that another conflicting decision may be given, Ķñøçķś said. He blamed the court for the conflicting decisions and confusion, saying, "We have been complaining about these judges. It is only for elections and petitions that we come with contrary injunctions flying here and there." Ķñøçķś noted that some judicial decisions seem to be giving the impression that the courts are abandoning their former stance on non-involvement in the party affairs. He said the decision of the courts in previous years was not to get involved in the internal affairs of political parties, but I am beginning to think that there is more to the involvement of the judges than meets the eyes, because there is that feeling that the judges themselves seem to be interested. Otherwise, they shouldn't be speaking with different voices. In recent years, our courts have not been as reliable as they should in terms of giving clear court decisions on issues of law. Look at the case involving the governorship in Imo and Bayelsa State. People were disappointed at the outcome. So it's politics and personal interest among politicians, and they have only just managed to drag the judiciary into their fray. The move to hold NEC meeting in a bid to resolve the crisis in APC appears to have widened the cracks. Suspended Deputy National Secretary Victor Gyadom called the meeting, which President Muhammadu Buhari said he will attend. Gyadom, in a notice of meeting which he signed, said having been duly authorized by the court's order to act as national chairman and to preside over all meetings of the NWC and NEC, hereby reconvene the NEC meeting that was earlier billed to hold on the 17th of March 2020 but was postponed. He said the meeting shall hold by virtual means in keeping with COVID-19 guidelines. President Muhammadu Buhari, according to a statement by his media aide, Malam Garba Shehu, said he received very convincing advice on the position of the law as far as the situation in the party is concerned, and has determined that the law is on the side of Victor as acting national chairman. Because he will always act in accordance with the law, the president will be attending the virtual meeting Gadom called for tomorrow, which is today afternoon. We urge the media to stop promoting manufactured controversies and not to give any further room for mischievous interpretations of the law on this matter. In addition to the president, the Gadom meeting will hopefully be attended by our governors and the leaders of the National Assembly. Honestly, there's a problem everywhere. Now, Sagay and some other lawyers are saying Buhari is not supposed to attend that meeting, quoting how illegal the whole thing is, just like a NWC has said. So, how did Buhari get his information, or could it be the SGF Malami, the AGF that advised him? Because we have the likes of Osinbajo and this Sagay, they are part of the presidency, and majority of them, we have Keyamo, all of them, you know, they are all lawyers, they are all sons, even so to speak. So if really he's working with these people, then who are the people that advised him? Of course, definitely he's not these people are not part of the people that advised him. He got the advice from other people. And you know, from the way things have been going on in this country, a lot of things are just upside down, that even the president does not even know what is happening. It's evident, it's showing. When somebody will come and say the Aso Rock is empty, people say, oh, the person is talking, is making some statements that cannot even be reckoned with. You can imagine who are the people advising him. It shows that he does not even have a close relationship with Osinbajo, because I don't think Osinbajo will even advise him. If Sagay is saying this, if NWC is saying this, you know, we don't even know what to believe. Who is now the real lawyer, the real court that will interpret all of these things to us? Because the same lawyers are saying the court is not acting the way they ought to act because they've been compromised. They've been compromised. NWC saying that Buhari has been blackmailed to do what? Because honestly, it's tiring. It's really, really tiring. Well, let's hear what people are saying concerning this whole thing. I know Nigerians will not even be too shocked. Okay, someone said, I am beginning to otherwise thought about this president. He's a selfish person, and his own interest comes first. Though I never surprised about this development, because I began to see him as a self-centered person by his attitude in Imo and Ogun during election period. Yes, I remember. If this kind of things continues, definitely there will not be APC again after him, which I see him not bothered about. Of course, he doesn't bother. That since he has achieved his interest, how can a person in 5th position can act in the national chairman capacity to summon next meeting that you said you are convinced by law to attend? When did you become a person that has much respect for the rule of law like that? Of course, when it's want to favor them, they will be talking of a rule of law. I'm beginning to have a rethink whether Buhari is really alive or not, because Buhari that I know cannot be so vulnerable to this kind of gullibility. Someone say, yes, honestly, you are right. If true PMB attend this meeting, APC is dead completely, and PMB would highly be embarrassed. Mr. Sagay, you are not seeing clearly. You are now seeing clearly. I hope Osinbajo is also seeing clearly. It is all about 2023. We warned you people. You were all giving this government legitimacy. Now, it is becoming evident that the law has been caged. Judiciary is bastardized, giving conflicting judgments on the same issue. PMP will be disgraced and ridiculed on this matter if care is not taken. We know the North does not want to leave power by 2023. Anyway, I think agitation for Nigeria to be dismembered will soon be actualized. That is what you get when you rob Peter to pay Paul. Chop I chop people. I know our president will have no time to do his duty again. 2023 agenda will kill APC. God protect our lives. We will vote them out. Shikena. Now I know PDP had failed. APC is camped with self-centered politicians. which majority of them didn't want the good of the young ones. I called on others, smaller parties, to search for a youth that can be present as a that can be present as a presidential candidate against 2023, so we can start rallying around him. Nigeria is tired of APC and PDP, but the same you people will tell them that they don't have structures. I don't even know the numbers of people that will be able to agree that younger ones should come. They will say, oh, they don't have structures, they don't have this, they don't have that. Then I don't know whether these lawyers, the so-called Sagay, have a one-on-one relationship with Buhari. I don't think he should be interviewed. He should go and tell Buhari to, to explain to him what really happened. Of course, you should know that the cabal will not even allow them to near him, because they always say before you can see the president, you have to go through who? You have to go through the COS, Chief of Staff, and the new one is a Gambari. So he knows who will see the president, who will not see the president, and that's why they brought that caveat that whosoever that wants to see the president, you have to go through the this. And I don't know whether that is how it is being done. Of course, they can't even have access to him, so they'll just be hearing all of this. It's just like a Sagay said, he's shocked to his bone marrow for him to have heard that the president will be attending such meeting that he doesn't even know those who advised him. And you guys are working together. What do we call that? Sagay, go and sit down. That is the change your party is bequeathing to Nigeria. Political party where impunity is the order of the day. Our president can't think on his own. Buhari, open your eyes and see your true enemies. Buhari is being misled by likes of Erufai. APC Jaga, too many captains on a single ceiling booth. A voice of reason, a word of caution to PMB and elders council he must not ignore. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's have your take on this issue. Thank you.